Chapter 8. The Stillness. The alibi and the burned Silas docked the Sea Hag at the Tampa Marina, just as the first hint of sickly grey dawn bled onto the horizon. He paid the dockmaster the remaining rent in cash, offering a grim shake of the head. Tough night. Lines kept snapping, nothing biting. The man barely registered the words. Silas was just another tired face from the water. He drove the rental pickup to a small, isolated stretch of public beach, far from the wealthy enclaves. There, the final ritual began. His skin crawled with the lingering scent of salt, brine, and the sewage pipe. The adrenaline was still pumping, making his hands tremor slightly, a physical betrayal that the mate despised. He carried a small backpack containing his personal clothes, a bottle of disinfectant, and a new burner phone. His focus narrowed to compartmentalization, the one skill the Air Force had instilled above all others. First, the assassin's shell. He peeled off the shirt and jeans he wore during the escape and meticulously gathered every scrap of neoprene, every diving tool he'd missed, and every item that could possibly link him to the Sea Hag or the estate. He walked to the water's edge and weighted the small bag of debris with rocks, tossing it into the distant surf, another offering to the vast, indifferent ocean. Next, the psychological burn. He scrubbed his skin raw with coarse sand and the disinfectant. The burning sensation, a physical way to cleanse the taint of violence. He focused intently on the mundane feel of the grit against his skin, pushing the image of Elias Thorne's crushed body out of his mind. It's done. The ledger is balanced, shedding the skin. He dressed in fresh, clean clothes, a simple cotton t-shirt, new jeans and boots. He tossed the old, sweat-soaked clothes, along with the temporary burner phone, into a dumpster miles away. Silas Croft didn't merely change clothes, he shed a skin. He checked into a budget motel 20 miles inland. No windows faced the street, no cleaning service. Pure anonymous isolation. For the first 12 hours, the decompression was a forced routine. Hydrate, analyze, and rest. He spent 2 hours meticulously analyzing every step of the operation in his mind, not seeking self-congratulation, but looking for the flaw. The interruption by Maya and the messy, improvised trap were flagged as failures in initial intelligence and execution control. He filed the lesson away. Human variables are always the greatest risk. The next phase was the enforced stillness. He didn't read, watch TV, or listen to music. He simply lay on the bed, feeling the violent energy slowly drain from his muscles. The mate's rhythm, the constant vigilance and steady pace of life at sea, was the only thing that settled the assassin's nerves. He needed the slow, grinding reassurance of logistics to replace the speed and chaos of the kill. He would spend the next 2 days in total isolation, eating only bland food and moving only to stretch or shower. He needed to be clean, rested, and utterly unremarkable before he dared interact with the outside world. He needed to be the man who spent his time off tending to his garden, not a fresh killer. The message. On the third day, feeling the familiar, steady control return, Silas activated the new burner phone. It was only used for one purpose, to receive a text. The text arrived exactly on schedule, cryptic and cold. Cargo delivered. Ledger balanced. Collection point Dock 4, Pier 7. 800 hours. The job was officially accepted by the broker, and the massive payment was ready. The decompression has brought Silas back to baseline, but the money is the final link to the world he just left.